You think WD-40 is just that blue and yellow can sitting on your garage shelf gathering dust until a door hinge squeaks. But let me tell you, my friend, that humble $6 spray could be the unsung hero standing between you and a mechanic's invoice that rivals your monthly mortgage. Used wisely, it transforms into a multi-tool powerhouse, slashing repair costs by thousands and keeping your ride purring like new. But misuse it? You're inviting disaster, ruined components, safety hazards, and bills that could bankrupt your weekend plans. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate WD-40 masterclass for car owners, the cleverest hacks that pros swear by, the pitfalls that could wreck your wheels, and insider secrets that mechanics whisper about behind closed shop doors. Buckle up, because by the end of this, you'll never look at that can the same way again. Let's rev things up with our first powerhouse tip. Number 20, the ultimate rust buster. Picture this. You're cruising down the highway, wind in your hair, when suddenly you spot those telltale orange speckles creeping along your undercarriage. Rust isn't just ugly, it's a silent assassin, gnawing through metal like termites through wood. Left unchecked, it can compromise your frame, leading to structural failures that cost $1,000 to $5,000 to mend. But here's where WD-40 steps in as your knight in shining armor. Start by jacking up your car safely. Always use stands, folks, and inspect the underbody. Spray a generous coat of WD-40 on affected areas, letting it penetrate for 15-20 minutes. The formula's unique blend of lubricants and corrosion inhibitors displaces water, the rust's best friend, breaking down the oxidation at a molecular level. Then, grab a wire brush or even a pressure washer for stubborn spots, scrubbing until the metal gleams. But don't stop there. The real pro move is applying a second light mist as a barrier coat. Wipe off excess to avoid drips, and voila, you've created a hydrophobic shield that repels future moisture. This isn't just theory. Independent tests show WD-40 reduces rust progression by up to 70% in salty environments. Imagine saving on that body shop visit while extending your car's lifespan by years. It's simple, effective, and empowers you to take control. But rust is child's play compared to what's lurking in your engine bay. Something that could strand you on the roadside if ignored. Hang tight. It's coming up next. Before we shift gears, if this is already sparking ideas for your next garage session, do me a solid and smash that like button. And if you're tired of forking over cash to mechanics for fixes you could handle yourself, hit subscribe. More game-changing tips are on the way. Your toolbox will thank you. Number 19, the seized nut neutralizer. Ever wrestled with a bolt that's fused tighter than a bank vault? Whether it's your exhaust manifold or a simple battery clamp, seized fasteners are the bane of DIYers everywhere. Shops love them because they tack on hours of labor, bumping your bill by $200 or more. Enter WD-40's penetrating magic. First, clean the area with a rag to remove loose debris. Then douse the threads liberally, ensuring the spray seeps into every crevice. Patience is key. Wait 20-30 minutes for the low-viscosity oil to worm its way in, dissolving rust and gunk. If it's still stubborn, apply heat with a hairdryer or torch, safely, away from flammables, to expand the metal, then tap lightly with a hammer to vibrate the solution deeper. Twist with a breaker bar and watch it loosen like butter. This works on everything from wheel lugs to suspension bolts, preventing stripped heads that turn minor jobs into major headaches. Pro tip: for prevention, spritz exposed threads during seasonal maintenance. You'll dodge those extra charges and build confidence in your skills. But while bolts are annoying, electrical gremlins can turn your car into a no-start nightmare. Stay tuned. We're shocking you with the next one. Transitioning smoothly, let's talk about how these hacks build on each other. Mastering one opens doors to tackling bigger issues, like the electrical woes that plague modern vehicles. Number 18, the corrosion conqueror for electrics. Your car's nervous system, wires, terminals, and connectors, is constantly bombarded by humidity, salt, and grime. When corrosion sets in, symptoms range from flickering lights to complete shutdowns, with diagnostics alone costing $150+. WD-40 isn't just a lubricant. It's a dielectric wonder that cleans and protects without conducting electricity. Disconnect the battery first for safety, then spray affected areas like battery posts or fuse boxes. Let it fizz and bubble as it eats away the green crud, then wipe with a clean cloth or brush. For deeper cleans, use a baking soda paste post-spray to neutralize acids. Reapply a thin film to seal against future attacks. This is gold for older cars or those in coastal areas, where moisture accelerates decay. Real-world example. A buddy of mine revived his truck's alternator connection this way, avoiding a $400 replacement. It's quick, under 10 minutes, and restores reliability. But electrics are vital. Now imagine amplifying that protection to your fuel system, where clogs spell efficiency doom. The next tip's a fuel saver supreme. As we flow into more engine-centric advice, remember, prevention beats cure every time, turning potential breakdowns into mere memories. Number 17, the fuel line flusher. Dirty fuel lines are thieves, robbing your engine of power and guzzling extra gas, up to 10% more at the pump. Pros charge $300 for a flush, but WD-40 offers a budget alternative. Access your fuel filter, consult your manual, disconnect lines carefully, and spray WD-40 through them to dissolve varnish and deposits. Catch the runoff in a pan, then reconnect and run the engine to cycle clean fuel. For injectors, a light mist on external parts keeps them free-moving. This solvent action breaks down hydrocarbons without harsh chemicals, improving flow and combustion. Drivers report smoother idles and better MPG after this. Caution: never introduce it directly into the tank. Use dedicated additives there. This hack's a wallet win, but overlook your belts and pulleys and you're in for squeals that announce your arrival everywhere. Next up, silence those serenades. Building on that momentum, let's address the audible annoyances that make driving feel like a bad concert. Number 16, the belt and pulley pacifier. Squeaky belts aren't just embarrassing. They signal slippage that wears components prematurely, leading to $500 replacements. WD-40 quiets them by lubricating without attracting dust like silicone sprays. Turn off the engine, spray along the belt ribs and pulley grooves, then start up and let it distribute. Wipe excess to prevent fling-off. This temporary fix buys time for inspection. If the squeak returns, tension or alignment might be off. It's perfect for serpentine setups in most modern cars. Extend this to alternator or AC pulleys for comprehensive care. Users love how it restores quiet operation instantly. But quiet is nice. Efficiency is better. Prepare for a trick that supercharges your intake. Seamlessly shifting from noise reduction to performance enhancement, WD-40's versatility shines. Number 15, the intake manifold maestro. Carbon buildup in your intake restricts airflow, sapping horsepower and efficiency. Cleaning services run $200, but DIY with WD-40 is straightforward. Remove the air filter, spray into the manifold while revving gently to draw it in. The solvents dissolve gunk, expelling it through exhaust. Follow with a drive to burn off residues. This boosts throttle response and can add 5 to 10% power. For turbo cars, it's a game changer against lag. Always mask sensors to avoid damage. This insider method keeps your engine breathing easy. Yet, intakes lead to exhausts where blockages brew trouble. The next one's a pipe-clearing powerhouse. Contrast this with common mistakes. Many spray blindly, but targeted application maximizes benefits. Number 14, the exhaust leak ender. Small exhaust leaks whistle and pollute, failing emissions tests that cost 100 plows to redo. WD-40 helps detect and temp seal. Spray suspected joints. Bubbles reveal leaks. For minor ones, clean and apply as a sealant until proper welding. It penetrates cracks, filling with a protective film. This buys time for repairs, reducing noise and fumes. Ideal for manifold gaskets or flex pipes. Safety first, work in ventilated areas. This hack's a emissions saver, but leaks pale next to suspension woes that jolt your ride. Brace for smoothness ahead. In stark contrast to rough rides, WD-40 smooths the path literally. Number 13, the suspension silencer. Creaky bushings and joints turn potholes into symphonies of pain, with replacements hitting $800. Spray WD-40 on pivot points and rubber components, sparingly on rubber to avoid degradation. Work the suspension to distribute, quieting noises and easing movement. This extends life by reducing friction wear. Off-roaders swear by it for trail prep. Combine with grease for longevity. It's a comfort upgrade on a dime. Now, from undercarriage to interior, doors that stick ruin entries. Flowing naturally, let's move inside where convenience meets maintenance. Number 12. The door hinge healer. Stiff doors grind and strain hinges, leading to $300 alignments. A quick spray on pins and mechanisms, followed by opening-closing, lubricates perfectly. WD-40's thin formula reaches tight spots, displacing dirt. Do this biannually for prevention. It also works on trunk lids and hoods. Effortless operation ensues. But hinges or entry-level locks are security central. Next, unlock smoother access. Unlike neglected locks that lock you out, this tip keeps you in control. Number 11, the Lock Lubricator Supreme. Frozen or gritty locks invite break-ins or $150 locksmith calls. Insert key, spray WD-40 briefly, turn to spread. It cleans tumblers and prevents ice in winter. For keyless entries, treat mechanical backups. This maintains security without graphite mess. Reliable every time. Shifting to glass, windows that drag frustrate.